you are witnesses to these things. In the resurrection appearance that we see in today's gospel reading from Luke, we hear Jesus reaffirm his identity with his disciples by showing his wounds and proving that he's physically there by eating something in front of them. He then proceeds to teach them about how his death and resurrection fulfill the messianic expectations of the scriptures. He then tells them something that's important for both them and us. They are witnesses to this. In other words, their role is not simply as passive spectators. He doesn't just stop with the fact that they should be convinced that he's risen and then they should be happy with it. No, the fact that they have seen this, the fact that they have encountered the risen Christ, means that they are now part of the story in a special way. It means that they are going to have the responsibility for sharing this story and for carrying the story on. Now, the fact that we have in our lives encountered the risen Christ means that we are now part of that story too. Now, that also means that we too have a responsibility to be witnesses. We are called to witness to God's work in the world and in our lives. We must tell people about what God has done and continues to do in the world through Christ. As we have passed from the Lenten season through the Triduum into the Easter season, what's perhaps the great surprise and unexpected thing about the Easter season is the realization that the resurrection is not the end of the story. It's not God simply neatly wrapping everything up and telling us we can all go home now. No, in fact, we can't return to life as it was before Easter. Things are changed, and things are changed forever. The resurrection is not the end point of the story. Rather, the resurrection is the point at which our work in the story begins.